Study Hub. Hello guys, hello my dear students. I am very happy that you have already completed for your support 200 subscribers. I am really happy. I also try to solve your problems day by day. You are requesting me, you are asking me, not only class 11, 12, but also class 8, 9, 10 students also requesting me and always informing me, sir, we are having any problem, we are having some problems in physics, math or chemistry also. So I will try to give you some explanations of all the subjects, physics, chemistry, math, especially 8, 9, 10 and 11, 12 also chemistry, especially. So more subjects also there. So guys, today I will discuss about the introduction to graph. Okay, so let's start. So what is graph? The normal plane, it will be the Cartesian plane. What is Cartesian plane? How to draw the graph and how to plot the point on a graph. So in that case, you have to first draw the two lines. One is the horizontal lines, another is the vertical lines. Both are perpendicular to each other. Suppose OX, draw OX and draw OY perpendicular to each other. They cut at O, and this O is known as the origin. You can draw it in this way also. In this way also, Y O Y dash X O X dash. So these two lines, horizontal and vertical, okay, these two lines are perpendicular to each other. X O X dash, Y O Y dash. They meet at the point O. This is known as origin, and this line, this horizontal line OX is known as X axis. This line is known as Y axis. This is X axis. This is Y axis. This is Y axis, this is X axis, and this is the origin. Okay, and if you plot a point, and this plane is known as the Cartesian planes. X or Y is known as the Cartesian planes, and in this Cartesian planes you have to know. We have seen some fact in the television, in the newspaper, the graph. Suppose the run scored by the Sachin Tendulkar. It has been seen in through graph. So it is what is this graph? It is the visual representation of data, so that we can visualize it. Okay, the visual representation of data. At particular fact, you have to gather some information or data, and they have to represent that data in graphical representations. Okay, so this is the graphical representations, visual representation through graph. Suppose run scored by, or the perimeter of square, particular day, the rain falling of a particular day, the temperature in a particular week. You have to draw, you have to show the first one to say first day, second day, third day, fourth, fifth, seventh, the successive day, what is the temperature, decrease, increase, various types of temperature you have to show. So in that case, you have to require the plot by graph. So how to plot a point? Suppose there is a point. Before that, you should have to know, if you draw this line, perpendicular line each other, 1, 2, 3, 4, in this Cartesian plane, fourth quadrant are there. This is known as the first quadrant, second quadrant, third quadrant, fourth quadrant. in first quadrant, out here, all the value of this point out be plus and plus, because if we from the origin, if we move towards the x-axis, right side of the x-axis, all the value will be x-axis, x will be plus, and towards y-axis to up will be positive. From origin to left along x-axis, it will be minus. From origin to y-axis downward, it will be minus. So out here, if you go out there, so first move this and this way, so it will be positive, it will be positive. That is, in this case, all value of x will be positive and y will be positive. If you come out here, first you have to move x along x, then y. That means minus, then plus. If you come out here, you have to move from left along x-axis, minus, then move y along y-axis down, so it will be minus. And out here, it will move right side along x-axis plus, then downward along y-axis. So always what you watch, you have to move first along x-axis, then along y-axis. Suppose there is a point P. You have to plot the point. So first what you have to do, you have to draw the perpendicular. Suppose draw perpendicular to from out here, draw perpendicular line out here, and also the line from here. Two perpendicular line you have to draw. Then what you do? So what is this out here? Suppose this is PM, this is PL. Okay, so you have to count out here. There is a graph. All you know, yesterday class I have seen you the graph paper. So this is there are so many and grid there, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 as a, and also here 1, 2, 3. This is a graph paper, you know, in this way. Same, some vertical lines are there, horizontal lines are there, same distance. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 as a, and up 1, 2, 3, both sides, all four sides. This is the type of graph. So you have to count out here the number 1, 2. Suppose I am not counting out there. Suppose 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That means from L to P, distance is 7. From x-axis to P, that is out here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That means first go x towards x to right, then y-axis. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So 7. Then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8. So this is the value. That means value of OM equals to 7. And value of OM, that means this. That means from the y-axis, that is the distance from L to P. That is distance from O to M. Same, the distance from L to P, that is from the y-axis, distance is 7 unit. And from the x-axis, the distance of P is 8. That is PM LO. Same distance, PM equals to LO. So from the x-axis, P is how much distance, how far distance the P from the x-axis. You have to find out the value of y. That is the 8 unit. How much or how far distance the P from the y-axis. The y-axis to this, x-axis, y-axis means this one. Value of x. Remind it. Distance from y-axis, that means value of x. Distance from x axis से कितना दूर है, that is the x axis, that means 1 2 3, that is the value of y, 8. Remind it, very important. So in this way you have to find out the position of p and you have to plot the p in the graph. Okay. Besides this, so what is this point? This is known as the coordinates of p. And first the value of x, that is in x axis, the first we have write the value of x. It is known as x coordinate or abscissa. It is known as x coordinate or abscissa. X coordinate. Ordinate or abscissa. Abscissa. And value of y, that is the y coordinate. Y coordinate, simply ordinate, y coordinate, simply ordinate or ordinate, y coordinate or ordinate. This is the x coordinate or abscissa. The first abscissa, then ordinate. Togetherly the ordered pair. This is the ordered pair, abscissa and ordinate, x and y. पहले x, उसका बाद y. Abscissa पहले, then ordinate. You cannot interchange the value of x and y. First will be x and second will be y. Never interchange this. This will be 8 7. No, totally will be reversed. Okay, because OM equals to LP. That is the 7. LO equals to PM 8. If you change it 8 7, that means it will be mismatched. So never mismatch it. Clear? The origin, x-axis, y-axis, abscissa, ordinate. Okay? origin जो origin है उसका कोऑर्डिनेट क्या होगा? इसमें देखो इसका जो ऑर्डिनेट और एब्सिसा क्या होगा? x का वैल्यू 0, y का वैल्यू 0, बिकॉज इट इज ऑरिजिन. वी आर स्टार्टिंग फ्रॉम हियर. द ऑरिजिन का 0 0, दैट इज x इक्वल्स टू 0, y इक्वल्स टू 0. क्लियर? If you want, suppose if you want a point is on the x-axis, so what will be that? What would be the coordinate? That is in x-axis, that means it will be what? It will be x 0. That is in x-axis value of x will be plus something or minus something. Right side plus, left side minus, but always y will be always 0. In x-axis value of y will be 0. Same case value of in case of y-axis, if any point y-axis p, any point p, इसमें y is coordinate क्या होगा? That means 0, then something you have to go upward. That means value of x equals to 0, then y. That means y have some value. x का value कितना? 0. और y का value will be something positive or negative. If go upward, positive, downward, negative. Clear? So x-axis, on the x-axis, on the y-axis, what will be the coordinate? Be careful. Equation of x-axis, y equals to 0. Equation of y-axis, x equals to 0. Very important. What will be the equation of x-axis? That means y equals to 0. Okay. So mind it. Off. Yeah. Water out there. To plot something on the graph. Okay. Suppose you want to plot something on the graph. So you have to remind that the constructing a graph, we have values. We have values. What value? We have value of one variable corresponding to. We have value of one variable corresponding to a different value of other variable. The one value with different corresponding to different value of other variables. That means there are two values, which is independent, that is the independent variable, and other is dependent. The independent variable, dependent variable, that does not depend, the values which does not depend upon other, that is the independent variable, and other is dependent variable. That means the value, the variable which depends upon the other, that is the dependent variable. Suppose what I told earlier, the run scored by somebody. The run scored, that is the run scored, it will depend upon the over. Over increased, run will be increased. Normally, the run is the fixed, it dependent. No, it is not dependent, it is independent. But over, it over increased, run will increased. Suppose perimeter of square. Perimeter of square, that means length. The perimeter of square, perimeter, that is the perimeter of square. Side plus side, 4 into inside. Okay. The perimeter is what? Independent. Value is, if the value is depend, that is side, varies. So perimeter will be vary. The value of the side is fixed, that is independent, and the perimeter is dependent upon the value of the side of the square. Okay. Same thing. That means perimeter will improve, will decrease, or will increase when the side of the square, the value of the side of the square will increase or decrease. Clear? So in this way, these are the dependent or independent variable. That means perimeter is dependent. Clear? Perimeter is dependent variable, but the square and length of the side, what we get out here, length, that is the length is independent. Clear? Length, perimeter dependent. Perimeter depends on the length. Length decrease, perimeter decrease, length increase, perimeter increase. So there are, so we have to lengthwise, suppose draw the length out there, the length 2, 3, 4, 5, perimeter will be as increase. Perimeter 2, 1, 1.1, 0.01, so it will decrease perimeter. So there are two variable, dependent or independent variable. Let's example how to plot. Suppose in a a week of any month, let's say November or December, temperature is given. So plot the graph of the temperature in the week. Suppose there are 7 days in a week, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 days. Temperature 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16. Taking this unit is 1. That will be the graph. What is this? There will be small square box, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Suppose 5 small unit taken as 1. Okay, 5 small unit taken as 1. Here 5 small unit taken as 2. So 1, 2, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. 2 difference is 1 difference. 5 small square unit along x-axis taken as 1, and 5 small square unit along y-axis taken as 2. In this way, you have to plot the graph. How to plot? So you have to find, always remember that the dependent variable always in the y-axis, and independent variable which is independent, it will taken as the x-axis. Remind it. Dependent, not independent variable will be taken in x-axis. and dependent variable taken in the y-axis. Clear? Clear? So you have to plot the temperature. Draw the graph of the temperature of a particular week in a month. So week 7 days, first, this is days. You have to write over, this is days. Days. Okay, this is temperature. This is temperature, and this is days. This is days. First, second, third, fourth day, fifth day, sixth day, seventh day, 1 week. Temperature is given. Suppose you have given out here, the table is given out there, day, in a month, November, December, October, whatever you can, and temperature out there, day 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Suppose day 1 में temperature था 12. That is, normally it is in the November, December. Then it is 16. It is 15. Okay. It is 10, 18, 16, 14, 12. Whatever you can put anything else. So plot the graph. The question will come. This is the given. So you have to plot. So it is the independent variable. This is dependent variable. So it will be on the x-axis and it will be on the y-axis. Then plot out here. Suppose first day. This is the first day. What is the temperature? 12. 2, 4, 6, 12. That is, it will be out here. It will be out there. 12 means out here. And then means plot this point. 12. 1, 12, first day. Second day 16. Second day 16. Out here. This will be out this 16. Okay. Third day 15. That means 14 का 15 का बीच में होगा 15. Third. This is the third. That means out here. Okay. Then fourth day is 10. 10. This is 10 and it will be 4. 10, 4. You will do by scale. Okay. I am just doing in this way. Okay. और थोड़ा fifth day 16. Fifth day 16. Same. 16 कितना डे है? सेकंड डे में. फिफ्थ डे में 16. ऐसे ऐसे. ये फिफ्थ डे. क्लियर? सिक्स्थ डे में 14. सिक्स्थ डे में 14. सिक्स्थ. ऐसे you have to plot. Okay. And last 7 day में 12. That is the 12 out here. 7, 12. Have to plot. So you have to draw. First, second, ऐसे connect this plot. First, third, first, second, third, fourth, ऐसे, then fifth, then sixth, then seventh. This is the graphical representation. This is the representation of the graph of the particular week in a month of the temperature. This is the, you have to draw this and this will be clear. Okay? Clear? This is clear. So in this way, so many questions will come. Okay? So next, try from your book, practice from your book. There is no problem. But remember, anything I am telling you, the suppose question may come, what is, suppose P out here 3, 2. The question will come, what is the distance of P from y-axis? What is the distance of P from y-axis? That is 3. That is the value of x. What is the distance of P from y-axis? That is 3. A point lie on the x-axis. What is the coordinates of this? That means x-axis means y equals 0. That means 1, 2, 3, 4 something 0. That is x0. A point is out there. That is y-axis. That means x will be 0, 0 something, minus, negative. Clear? In this way you have to do. Okay? So, I hope this concept is being crystal clear. होगा, जरूर होगा. Then नहीं होगा, again comment me in my comment box. I will always with you. Okay? Goodbye.